Cabo, Twork D, Cabo. Can't be managed. CBM. Some things just can't be managed. If I never said a word, I could think all the things you never heard. You wouldn't know half of the things that I don't see. It's possible that I may never live my dream if I never spoke a word of it. If I never spoke a word of it. If you never heard my hurt. If you never hear a word of it. If you hear my hurt, you will feel my pain, feelings that I can't explain. Sometimes it hurts you when you change and your friends the same. And if you never speak your mind, you may go insane. Come to think about it, even moms, they can entertain. I remember in church, I was watching praise dancers, praying to God, hoping that He go answer. Whole time the Bible telling me He's the answer. Running the streets, I'm getting money faster. The whole time I'm knowing my mom and dad's a pastor. I stopped living that life when I survived that crash. Now I'm living the second life, survivor's past. Now would you take my advice if I let seconds pass? Just think about the words you say, don't manifest the bad. If I never said a word, I couldn't apologize to people that I hurt. It'd be hard for me to express to you the pain that I don't sing. You would have to read about my life to tell you what it means. If I never spoke a word of it, if you never heard a word of it, if I never spoke a word of it, would you believe a word of it? How could you even take my word for it? If I never spoke a word of it, if they never speak a word of it, if you never even hear from me, would you worry about me? I wonder did you care about me? They tell you to keep your word if you make it. God makes no mistakes. Tryna hold in my frustration, doing my best to demonstrate. Been walking a thin line, tryna keep the narrow straight. Act like everything's fine when they show the most hate. If I show my face, never said a word, I would wonder if I'd even strike a nerve. Would anybody in this world wanna be me? How could I tell you how much that you mean to me if I never spoke a word of it? If I never speak a word of it, if you never heard these words, if you never hear a word from me, you hear what I say. If you hear all my pain, I've been keeping my word. They don't understand it. I'm spazzing, but I go and manage. I remember it was just me. Now I got a whole family. Thousand things in my mind while trying not to panic. Some things can't be managed. We ain't have enough to manage. Can make it through the week. If we ain't had nothing to eat, we sharing a sandwich. If we ain't had nowhere to sleep, we making a pallet and treat it just like a palace. If I couldn't say a word, if I couldn't say a word, couldn't say a word.